because is it the right one? Because you could play a passive game and somebody else takes them out.
Well, should we find out? I think it's a pretty good idea. Round 13 is about to get underway. It's the penultimate game of the ESL Katowice Royale.
It absolutely is, and I wonder whether Zay and Saf will say, no, let's drop somewhere else. Not for now, they're going over Divot. We'll see where they land over towards the lake if that is the case. Because that would be one way to mess with everybody, would be change your drop from the beginning.
Yep, I mean, it's a smart move, Stress, just like, you know, go completely incognito, just hide as long as you possibly can in the worst possible drop, get the worst loot, but you might be able to survive long enough to actually acquire some points. But is anybody chasing them in Loot Lake?
Not yet. There are a few teams landing in the peripheral area of Loot Lake. One team up towards the block, two teams in Pleasant. There's one on the other side of Loot Lake. I wonder whether that is Mitro, but on screen we just saw Vinny take out Aim Hero incredibly quickly early on in the game for that first elimination. So Vinny and Zextro have said, this is our area, and we will maintain control over this area, regardless of who drops.
I do love the story behind this area, you know, with Aim Hero and Faxfox coming in, trying to contest it, and it kind of worked for a while, Stress. They actually forced the American pair off the top of Viking Hill quite convincingly, but then they realized, they went, do you know who we are? We're Vinny and Zextro. We're going back up there. We're going to win our drop, and that's what they've done, and they've done it twice in a row now.
That really is that moment where if you can convert that into some eliminations, you can put up the points and get yourself even safer on them.
If they pick this up at the right time, and oh, lovely edit shot there coming in from Anzi's. Little bit of a scuff shot, but does the damage, doesn't take any damage himself, and that's important. This is going to give more confidence for Svenos and Anzi to push into this fight.
Yeah, for now they know that they've got Razuru and X8 pinned, basically, so any damage they're getting at this point, surely that, you know, in their advantage, they say, okay, it's more difficult for them to take a fight. Always got to be careful with the shotguns coming through, though. More balloons. I hope people don't think I'm being serious about the balloons, Zach. I really hope people understand dry British humor. Day one, but day two has been a little bit trickier for them to actually find the points. We still have 2 games left to try and get back into it. Trying to maybe find their way up. Keolis does get dropped. Maxcalibur, we'll see if they can get that revive off. You can hear gliders all around him. Oh, was Hoopek?
He's stuck in the camp. This is a terrible bad spot here coming in from these two. There's no way they're getting out of this fight. Maxcalibur is just, he's going to delay it. Things have changed up. Their health is so low. They've got, I think they have med packs, but I don't think they can do anything with them because they're going to keep getting pressured. Campfire, obviously going down there, nicely done.
Trying to commit to the campfire, but Hoopex and Skix are relentless as the Polish crowd roars for some of the Polish players in this game. Maxcalibur still somehow alive on 4 health.
How did he do that?
If there's one more stink grenade, it's over for him.
That was incredible from Maxcalibur, coming in out of nowhere.
He got Hoopek down.
He did. I think he just one-pumped him. It was so fast just there. I barely caught it with the human eye. Oh, I need more hertz on this monitor, I feel.
Well, Skix swipes aside Maxcalibur for the crowd reaction once again, and it is Skix and Hoopek that will survive through that engage.
And extra points just mean, well, you know, closer to the trophies. And Dakota goes down.
As Zate is chasing down Scram as well. They're trying to add another 10 points. There's 5 to the total. Add it up, rack them up, and extend that lead.
Pushing in with no shields to their name as well, playing full aggro. This is insane play from Zate and Saf right now.
Scram. If he gets found by Saf and Zate, every single one of these things is just extending. It's quite seen. It's Cripper and Boya. Now this is a massive engage because this is for the top of the points. You can see it. Cripper is going to drop. Cripper has already been downed as Boya has the RPG, but he knocked Zate in response. This is such a massive moment in this. And Saf, did he just get Cripper? No. Yes, they get the elimination on Cripper, but Boya survived.
It's still a one-on-one. I think Zate is down, but Saf could get the pickup here.
There are more people around, and that is what makes this a very difficult situation. Yes, Cripper and Boya are now down to
Dynamite.
Dynamite is ticking, and they haven't really got a sight on it. All of this cover is getting shredded away as Zate has fallen. For the first time in a very long time, neither both Saf and Zate are going to make it to endgame at this rate, because look at how many people are closing in on them.
Sticky's coming in thick and fast there as well from another third party. Eric and Motor on the side there, but Boya really wanted Saf there. He had an opportunity.
Scram is still in this game.
Mate, he could just stay there all day, mate. This little pyramid, He's basically a pharaoh. He just tombed himself in.
Well, Saf is still going aggressive. This is madness by Zayt and Saf to just say, all right, I'll just get any more points that I can. They've already scored 10 in this game to advance their lead. They were 160-odd points up. If Zexro and Vinny can dominate a game.
I'm not going to lie, it's looking good. Boya
is so very low as Airwax and Nikov are just around the corner, so is Provoked. And if they can actually take them out, that again sets one of those things in motion for Vinny and Zexro, but it's such a numbers game right now. It is so difficult to actually upset the leaders.
Zaf has expanded out, gained some control here, found a safe spot for himself.
Oh, Boya.
And Boya is not safe whatsoever. This rocket launcher
the fight. 1 versus 2 is Boya, just trying to disrupt Airwax and Nikov as much as possible. Third parties from every single angle on this fight, and this is balancing on a knife edge.
Very much so, Saf.
Mitro was given the elimination credit on that exchange. Saf now trying to move, does get shredded as Venos drops for Zexro. These are these elimination points. If they can convert it into that full elimination, that would be what would allow them to climb. Down to 50 health is Saf, and he manages to find himself a low ground position.
Hunter going down, Keemstar's teammate. That'll be them eliminated from the game.
Pegging through this as Jamside is still alive. Saf trying to rain fire out through the window on Bizzle. If he could pick this up, this would be huge.
Everybody else is joining in on that fight as well. Bizzle's getting pressured from both sides here, and now he can't find a spot to heal. And the Storm.
7 SSK7 has fallen as well. There's a lot of names going in that action feed as Zeke, Vilex, Kinzel, all have fallen. Cloud and Myth still in this game and have had a surprisingly good tournament. Day 1, they really performed, but day 2, we've seen consistent performances out of some of the duos that had already assumed top spots. Vinny and Zexro, one of them that have had to bounce back through Aim Hero and FaxFox, challenging them at the beginning of every single game.
And they're just sitting pretty on that high ground at the moment. Stress and Camo at the bottom too. Rotations will be happening now as the zone is on the move.
Saf is up in the air at this point, and the reason we are following him is every single elimination makes this game so much harder for the two duos, Tripper and Boya and Vinny and Zexro, to actually pick up. Nearly 200 points would be required for Vinny and Zexro to get back into the first spot, and Saf is making it more difficult with every second that he stays alive, claiming placement points.
How is he finding the way out of these situations? I don't understand. He's been in the middle of every single fight at the moment. Saf is still up and running, spamming out those mats, tunneling out and getting safe into the zone.
Two names we haven't seen too much today, Animal and Aspect, right up at the top of this structure, have managed to stay alive. And Scram, from being under the pyramid, has stayed alive and is back healthy in this game. Again, Saf nearly gets another elimination, but it cannot quite get it. That's Shinken dropping to Envy for their third elimination of this game, and they're trying desperately to follow this Storm.
And the action is just kicking off here. Saf really right close to Alpha there. Is he going to make a move? He's going to play it slow. Just wait for the circle to close in behind him a little bit, then make the space and try and find some elimination.
Surely there's no way he can do it. Solo, surely not. Like, that has to be an insurmountable task with 21 players still alive. Cloud has fallen in this game, as you can see at the top, and Saf has got Myth as well. He is just beast mode on everybody in this game. 18 kills remaining, and this might be the best competitive performance we have ever seen from a duo in Fortnite.
Oh my god, he's not even duo though, Stress. He's by himself.
Alone, and he's getting pushed by Kuna and Mitro, two of Europe's top names are looking for that elimination. Camo is there, Nate is there. Saf is in such a bad position to be in, and surely he can't get out.
He's got a launch pad though. If he can find it in the Storm to place it down, he can get out!
Not in. He's managed to save himself and find a single metal floor. What is even happening?
You can't trap Saf. He's too unstoppable right now.
He's healing up while everybody else is fighting, and we have to follow him in this game. Yes, there are so many big names. There's Mitro, there's Skype, there's Zexro, and Vinny is still alive in this, and surely they have the advantage. They are the duo that is sat in the top. They've got a victory royale for themselves. Vinny and Zexro have to be enough, and that's it for Saf and Zayt, but what a performance in this game. We move on with the rest of the field. Animal and Aspect still alive themselves.
Vinny's
trying
just
to
gone
take
down.
the high ground.
Vinny has just gone down, Stretch, and Zexro is really, really low, but it's coming down to the last 4 people alive here. 3 teams up. How's he going to end, Stress?
3 players left as Animal gets taken out. It's Aspect, and he gets Zexro to pick up the victory royale for Animal and Aspect in round 13.
Will this final game be the Zayt and Saf victory lap, or will Vinny and Zexro, who held on to that first place for so long, do something? I'm going to put it this way. It would be a miracle at this point, but can they pull off the miracle?
Well, it would require a victory royale with almost 20 kills, with
tough.
Saf and Zayt
It's
being
pretty
eliminated
tough.
early.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
pretty
the
tough.
fast math is just about right, so that's the insurmountable task. But I mean, looking at how Zayt and Saf have performed,